If I type grep-l Alaska star for all files, I see a list of files containing the pattern Alaska. But if I type grep-l uppercase Z Alaska all files, I see the same file names, but the formatting is different. The file names are all scrunched together on the same line. So what is going on here, and what is the point of this capability? Well, the point is to prepare the list of file names containing the searched pattern for safe machine readability and or scripting. The -uppercase Z option only affects file name output, nothing else. Okay, cool, I'm hearing some of you say, but how does it do that? And what is it actually doing? We'll go over the finer details of what the -uppercase Z option is doing, and I'll reinforce the concept by showing the same idea from a few different angles. First, let's get down to the details of what the -uppercase Z command is actually doing. Essentially, when I list the file names containing the matching pattern, the -uppercase Z option is removing the newline symbols and replacing them with null bytes. Now, before some of you say, thanks, I'm out. You lost me at newlines and null bytes. Just hang out with me for a little bit and I'll explain. I'll break it down very simply, and those phrases won't be such a mystery anymore if they are to you. Now, when I type grep-l Alaska star, grep searches all the files for the pattern Alaska and returns them in a nice tidy list. We see a list like what is on our screen, but that's not what the computer sees. The computer sees this. At the end of each file name, the computer sees a newline symbol or \n. These newline symbols control how the computer displays the file name, and it is the symbol responsible for making the file name file2 appear on the line below the file1 line. And it's responsible for the blank space between the line containing the name file2 and my bash prompt. Let me show you that. That's right here, this blank space. Bear in mind that the newline symbols are colored blue-green to highlight their existence, not because the computer sees them in different colors. Now, when I type grep-l uppercase Z Alaska star, grep searches all the files for the pattern Alaska and returns them in a single line of text without spaces. We see a list like what is on our screen, but again, that's not what the computer sees. The computer sees this. At the end of each file name, the computer sees a null byte symbol or \0. Again, these symbols are in blue-green only to highlight their existence. Null bytes don't really do anything. They just take up a single byte of space. They might seem pointless, but that tiny placeholder tells the computer this is where something ends without asking it to do anything special, such as formatting the data's presentation in a particular way. Let's look at this another way. If I type grep-l Alaska again star and pipe that to word count -w, it tells me that there are 2 words in my output, as you can see here. If I remove the pipe and word count, 2 words, file1, file2. However, if I type grep-l uppercase Z Alaska, wait, we'll do that with the word count. Hit enter. It tells me that there is only 1 word here, as you can see when I type this without the word count, or excuse me, without the pipe symbol and word count. This is what it's seeing as 1 word. Now, this is because the WC or word count command with the -w option treats newline characters as a boundary between words, and because the -uppercase Z command replaces the newline symbols with 0 byte symbols, WC-W sees the 0 byte symbols and simply disregards them, causing it to think that the 2 file names are actually 1 word. Let's walk through another example with the WC-C command and option, which performs a byte count on the list of file names containing matching patterns. So we'll clear our screen. If I type grep-l Alaska pipe, well, can't forget the star symbol to search all files, pipe WC-C, I get the number 12 as a result. since there are 12 bytes in the list of file names returned. Let me show you this without the pipe and word count. Now, if we go through and we count the bytes, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the invisible newline character, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the other invisible newline character. Now let's clear our screen again. And if I type grep-l, let's do the word count option again with the uppercase Z. I get the number 12 as a result as well, because the 10 visible characters and the 2 invisible, this time null byte characters, equals 12 total characters, like you can see here. I'll run the same command and remove the pipe word count. So let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the null byte character, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the other null byte character. Remember, the whole point of this is to prepare your list of file names with matches for further processing using scripts and other commands. So this isn't something you're going to use on a regular basis. Plus, the -Z option only affects lists of file names being output, nothing else. So there are very few cases in which you will use this option. However, since I want you to be the best grep user you know, I want to make you aware of it and show you some of its details. If you know of someone else that would enjoy learning this grep file listing trick, please share this video with them. And other than that, thanks for hanging out with me.